And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 50 at Stanford. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about the Seahawk defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Stafford. Forced out to his left. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just set up with a standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
This is 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And got his man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. This will be caught by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the air again, Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Derek Hall
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
as the first half is winding down.
and the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Julian Love. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw... Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now,
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's Stafford. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Play action. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing is Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Here's Smith.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Geno. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Throwing now is Geno. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year one.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. To throw is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Stafford. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing now, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that will write a finish to this ball game. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.